CPS saws and via, as everybody knows, we are expecting temperature over 107 degrees today with a heat index of something much higher. We want to make sure the community is safe and prepared for today. As a City of San Antonio organization, we will continue to operate our cooling centers this week to provide relief from the heat. Our cooling centers will be open until 10 p.m. this evening, so we're extending the hours of all those centers. Community members can visit the San Antonio Office of Emergency website at saoemprepare.com for a map and a listing of all the cooling centers and resources available to the community. We're also doing outreach with the homeless community and making sure that there is water and services provided and offering transportation to the cooling centers. And we'll continue to do that. Tramel Brown from VIA will talk a little bit more about this, but VIA will continue to offer free transportation to any of the cooling centers. Their buses are air conditioned and we will have them up here in a minute to give more information. But if you need assistance in that area, you can call 311 or 210-207-6000. So as a city organization, we're going to be doing our part. Today at 1 p.m., we'll be setting all of our building temperatures to 78 degrees or higher in our facilities and shutting down or reducing any non-essential operational processes. We'll also be turning off lights in any unoccupied areas and are minimizing the use of non-essential electrical equipment this afternoon. CPS, Rudy will come up here in just a second. CPS is encouraging customers to reduce that electricity usage between the hours of 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. to help meet the energy demands throughout the state. And I want to invite Rudy up here to talk a little bit more about CPS and what they expect.
Thank you, Eric, and I appreciate everybody being here today. As you know, we're in the thick of some of the hottest temperatures that we've seen here in San Antonio ever. We've set already within the ERCOT system 6 new peaks as we've gone throughout the summer. Last Friday was the latest peak that we set, and CPS Energy has set our own peak as well, a new system peak for us. So by any measure, this is an extremely hot summer. Let me start off by saying thank you to our customers who have been engaging with us. Every kilowatt hour counts today on days like today, and so every customer who's allows us to raise their temperature through our thermostat program, any commercial customer who's turning off lights and reducing load, like Robert will come up here and talk about in a little bit, every little bit helps. It is this time of year, it highlights why energy efficiency and conservation programs like STEP are so important. They play a critical role when things get tight, like today, to help us manage that peak so that hopefully we don't find ourselves in a controlled outage situation. CPS Energy's generation assets have been performing really well. We're we have what we need to serve our customers, and we're actually sending some back to ERCOT that will help the state manage their need on days like today. And so today we are long, and we will be sending power back into the ERCOT market. But again, when it's going to be tight today for whatever reason, when resources are less than what we've seen, typically, leaving my office coming over here, typically you'd see us in the 500 to 800, 1,000 megawatts worth of wind on a normal summer day, and today it was 100 megawatts. And all of ERCOT was about 1,000 megawatts when I looked at my screen a little earlier today, and typically there could be anywhere from 15 to 20,000 megawatts of wind. We've got a lot of wind in Texas, but on days like today where it doesn't show up, we've got to rely on traditional generation assets. And again, ERCOT is not calling for rolling outages at this moment. They're not anticipating we get there. But if you lose a plant or load doesn't reduce the way we expect it to, we could be in that situation today. And so one of the things that we heard loud and clear after Winter Storm Uri was the community wanted us talking, to the community as a team, which we're doing today. We're letting you know it's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. And if it happens, we will do everything we can to make sure that our customers are aware and know what to do. I would ask, everyone who's able to manage, if you have ceiling fans at home, turn them on. Allow those temperatures, to get into that 78 to 80 degrees. Right now, my upstairs unit is set on 82. I looked at it yesterday, and so certainly our team is doing our part. We will be reducing lighting at the CPS Energy building as well today, like a lot of our customers are, and so we're just asking everybody, every megawatt, every kilowatt hour, it counts on days like today, and we're hopeful that we will get through today, unscathed, and if everybody works together, we'll be able to manage through it. But it is going to be hot. Today will be the hottest day of the year so far, and we expect kind of that trend to continue. I was driving between Corpus Christi and San Antonio yesterday, and my truck